Hello, Sooner Nation. Welcome back to the Sooner Surge. Before we get started with this Sooner Surge softball video, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Fall ball is just around the corner, days away for the Sooner softball program to get started in their 2024-2025 season. And as we get started here, make sure you check out the Fan Stop at thefanstop.com. Sign up for the Shirt of the Month Club. You can use code SURGE and get 10% off your first 3 months. The Go Boomer tweet was released, and the name has come in. It's Payton Westra has committed to the University of Oklahoma. 2026 commit out of Red Mountain High School in Arizona. Patty Gasso continuing to go out west and get elite players.
Yeah, it's September. That means it's football season. It means fall ball is right around the corner, and it means Patty Gasso is going to lock up her class that is well over a year from being on campus, about 2 years away from on campus in the 2026 class. And tonight, the Go Boomer tweet, as you mentioned, Jerm, and adding Payton Westra out of Arizona, another Arizona player. Again, Oklahoma's dominated that area, plays travel ball for the Arizona Rising Appel, and also on Team USA 18U team. And then I know nationally top 50 prospect, outfielder, perfect game in softball. They started to get more and more into the softball world. Top 10 player, number 7 to be exact, also has a teammate from her travel ball team, Lily Goodwin, who's the number 4 player in the class. So, again, very talented travel ball team. And Patty Gasso able to go get another talented player out of Arizona.
Yeah, and somebody that, looking at her stats and stuff from the last few years, very good at average. Her average is very high, like 441, I believe, over the last few years. Can hit with high average, not much strikeouts, puts the ball in play. And I wouldn't consider when you think about center fielders, obviously you're going to think about Jada Coleman. And I think there are some similarities because, Jada Coleman hit a bunch of home runs, but she wasn't just like a home run hitter, I would say. And I think the same thing can be said about Payton because, I think 7 home runs maybe last year or something. So it's going to be somebody that comes in, can play the position really well, obviously at number 7 ranked out of perfect game. So they just keep building depth at that position. You look at the year before, Cheney Helton and others in that outfield group. And a lot of times Patty will recruit players. For instance, she plays center field, but she can play other positions, maybe in the outfield or whatever it may be. It doesn't mean she's going to be playing center field at OU, but I like seeing a lefty out in center field. I just do. And she's still got, like you said, almost 2 years before she's at Oklahoma. So see how much she can even rise in the rankings before she gets to Oklahoma, guys.
Yeah, stat-wise, when you're still so far away from being on campus, to me, it's not even about the stats. A lot of things happen in 2 years. You can definitely add more power. Home run numbers go up, things like that. You kind of even change as far as type of game you play. But to me, this is about, the Gasso statue was put up a couple of weeks ago. It's the only statue on campus where the person is still at the university. Patty Gasso is not going anywhere. I know there's always been talk of that. Look, Patty Gasso she's continuing to recruit at a high level for years to come, and she's going to continue to do that. And you look at the recruiting class most recently was absolutely laced with middle infielders. And here we have Patty Gasso going out and getting one of the best outfielders in the country. Look, she knows what. She's got everything laid out. She knows what needs to happen. And she goes get Payton Westra, who's going to just be a magnificent fit in this outfield when she gets on campus. It is, I would say, the position group that you probably needed to go after, maybe more so than middle infielder. You guys agree?
Yeah, and middle infield, especially shortstop. You play shortstop, you can play every position. Jada Coleman's left-hander, played shortstop in high school and was really good at it, and then went on to have just a historic career in center field for Oklahoma, 4 straight national championships. So can understand why they went as middle infield heavy in 2024 because you're losing the best senior class in softball history. I mean, there is no class that's accomplished really half as much as what that 2024 senior class accomplished. So to be able to get players that can play other positions, but yeah, it makes sense to kind of down the road focus a little bit more on outfield because, I mean, 2 years down the road, there's going to be a lot more turnover there. And again, I mean, Oklahoma's going to be Oklahoma. They're going to be competing for a national championship year in and year out. They're just that good. What they've ever been able to do over the last 4 years with 4 in a row is just unbelievable. And with Westra, again, back to the stats real quick, career batting average of 441 in high school, 13 home runs over 2 years. So, again, freshman and sophomore years of high school so far.
Yeah, and we've talked about before, guys, with Patty Gasso, you win 4 straight national titles. You have dominated the softball world. You have the best stadium in softball. You have the best fans in softball. Just keep going down the list. The ability to recruit to Oklahoma, you could say, well, kind of recruits itself. But one thing that nobody talks about, I don't think, at least I haven't heard a lot about it, is go back to last year. This OU team last year, the most decorated senior group in the history of softball. Yet 2 freshmen had a huge impact on the season. And if you're a player wanting to go to Oklahoma, a lot of these new players, they are relating to Ella Parker and Cassidy Pickering and say, if they can do it on that team with all those seniors, why I can start when I get there. Patty's going to play who the best players are, no matter what age, whatever. So I think that means a lot to some of these young players when they see somebody that's 2 or 3 years removed from them as a freshman starting and helping that team win a national championship with all those seniors laced on that lineup.
There will be a day when Sooner softball fans will realize that just because something is an easy sell doesn't mean it's guaranteed. And there'll be a day when hopefully there's not, but there's going to be one when people are going to realize what Patty Gasso has done and probably realize they took it for granted because continually picking out and getting commits from everywhere across the country, top of their position groups, best players in the nation, coming to the University of Oklahoma. She does it again here with the commitment of Payton Westra out of Red Mountain High School in Arizona. Again, fall battle series right at the beginning of October, even before the Red River rivalry. We'll have the fall battle series that will begin. A lot of new faces to look at, a lot of positions to kind of try to be had at this fall battle series. So make sure you're tuned into the Sooner Surge. We'll be breaking that series down as it gets closer and talk about those games. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Also, check out the Fan Stop at thefanstop.com. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.